July 23rd, Sunday of 2023. A quick update on the garden. You see our ducklings and the broilers in the back. This side looks the nicest. The other side is the onions and going down. So these are the winter squashes. And these are summer squashes and zucchini. You can see we're getting a lot of damage from the squash bugs, and I am pulling, I don't know, 2 or 3 zucchini or squash plants a day and tossing them aside because squash bugs have either chewed through stems or are causing serious wilting and death. So here's sweet peppers, some flowers in the front, and behind oh, these are the hot peppers. Take that back. This is my little patch of hot peppers. And 2 almost full rows of potatoes. We're in the process of hilling them with the landscape fabric to block weeds. Can't come through with the tractor and just throw soil up on, so we're hauling pine needles and rotting wood chips and whatnot in to hill them. Next year I will stage that beforehand and plant the potatoes through it rather than trying to wheelbarrow it in at this point. The beans, this is a full row of green beans, yellow beans, and royal red beans at the far end. Mixed flowers and zinnias, a whole row. Eggplant, we're actually, can I find one? I think I saw one the other day. It's still small. It was near the front. Anyway, we will be having eggplants very quickly. Sorry, I ended up shooting the camera to the sky. Lots of Japanese beetles. I need to bring a bucket of soapy water out and plug into them. And also we have had some Colorado potato beetle. Not many. Just few enough that I have been able to hand squash them on both the potatoes and the eggplants. Alongside is some Swiss chard. And then some more flowers at the other end. Here is a full, and there's status flowers down there and a full row of sweet peppers. And at the far end, the early ones that have 3 lobes rather than 4 lobes are ripening, so we'll have sweet peppers available this week. The sunflowers, I'm thinning them out, and I wanted to be thinning them out because I planted them a row of zinnias on one side of them and more sweet peppers on the other side, assuming I'd get the sunflowers out. I made a note in the online store that these particular ones have kind of funky eyes. I don't know if you can see it, they're sunken and different shaped, in different, funky shapes. Now I do get some, what we would call nice ones, and there's some, at least from a distance, actually that one looks like it's getting kind of old, but is better shaped, and more flowers down at the far end. Some cabbage. The cauliflower has been really good. It hasn't been really pretty. It's not getting covered enough, so it has yellowish tint to it, so I've just been eating on it like mad. And I've been harvesting cabbages down there. And then there's more Napa cabbage in a row and some flowers. The onions have been gorgeous, but they are now getting fungal diseases with all the rain. So I have knocked the front ones, the first planting, over to give them the signal to start hardening off. And we have already harvested some and put them in the hoop house. And like I said, I harvested a bunch of cabbages yesterday, and there's some others that are just about ready. And then, but my later planting of onions is still looking good. They just aren't giant hamburger size like some of the others are. And you can say, this was zucchini all along, and I just end up pulling the plants and tossing them aside because they get damaged. Although, almost looks like I missed those yesterday. I've been harvesting every day. I've been good on that. I'm going to break, actually, and then take you into the tomato hoop house. So this is the tomato and cuke hoop house. pull aside. I have to keep the ducks out of here. They get in here, they can devour very quickly a whole lot. So I have 3 rows of tomatoes and a row of cucumbers. And each row of tomatoes, then I split, give them 2 stems so that it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strung up rows. And I have been harvesting. We do have red tomatoes. The cucumbers, unfortunately, the squash bugs are doing a real number on them, and I have been pulling them out. Normal way, the recommended way is to trim them so they come up in 1 leader and then go up to the top, and then you can let them have 2 leaders to fall their way down. I've been ending up letting them grow some extras and then stringing another over beside it to make up for plants that are going to have to come out because of squash bug and cucumber beetle issues. The cherry tomatoes, you can see there's a good set of green tomatoes, and we do have, there's some more cherries, the sun golds and the sakuras. And like I said, I've been harvesting, trying to get a cucumber, harvesting them so you don't see very many on the vine. Also, since I'm pulling cucumbers out, I had some struggling old kale seedlings that should have been tossed long ago, but I kept watering them and they stayed alive. So I'm figuring I'm going to end up within 3 weeks or a month not having many cucumbers, as you can see from this. I figure we'll do kale. And there I see I need to, well, we're to the end, but I also need to fix a drip tape.